What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James. I'm in these streets. I'm in these off today streets, you feel me? And I wanted to wear this special outfit because I knew a lot of people would troll me. They're going to be like, Big drinking the Kool-Aid again. Big drinking the Kool-Aid again. Got the Cowboys hat on. Got the Cowboys shirt. Got the Cowboys jacket. Big drinking the Kool-Aid again. Nah. That's why I wore this, because I wanted to troll. This is my troll outfit because I knew y'all would troll me, so that's why I did it. And also because all this stuff is free. Feel me? Everything that I'm wearing right now was given. I ain't paid for none of this. So hell yeah, I'm gonna wear it if it's free. Still ain't buying no cowboy gear and stuff. But anyway, y'all know I'm going live. Out here with Sebastian. Y'all see Sebastian? Say hi, Sebastian. Y'all see him? You see him? But anyway, y'all saw what happened yesterday. I asked when we had our show Wednesday, I said, would this be the letdown game? We seen the Cowboys have games where they play really good, and then, people saying, oh, the Cowboys, they might be back, and then they choke it. Play some terrible ass game the next game. We've seen it time and time again, and that's why I said in that short, these next three games were the defining moments of the Cowboys, because we're going to really see what's this team really about. And I wondered, was this going to be the letdown game? I went with the boys. I said, I'm just going with the boys because it's time to slay these Dragons, and the Chiefs ain't the same Chiefs. It went down to the very end, but once again, Pickens, Lamb, those additions, Shoddy, Libra Gang. I always love Shoddy. I told you when we did our cover 4 video, we had all the guys on there. Everybody gave Shoddy a 5. I gave Shoddy a 7 because I felt like Shoddy is mentally keeping this team together. Mentally, he loves these players. You know what I'm saying? He loves these players, and that makes a difference when your coach actually loves and cares for you. I think that's the biggest thing that we're seeing here, is that he has genuine love for all his players. And when players know that you actually love them, they play harder and run through the wall for you when that really does happen. And I think he established that. And also, Shotty talked about physicality. That's why you saw Booker as the first pick. He stressed physicality. That's what we're going to be known as, a physical team. You got a physical running back, and Javonte Williams is damn near averaging 5 yards carry. Might dropped a little bit because of yesterday's game, but they are physical up front. Cooper Beebe, Tyler Booker, Tyler Smith, Terrence Steele, Nate Thomas, big boy, Guyton. Even when they had their substitutes when they were out, T.J. Bass, Brock Hoffman, they built the interior. And I told y'all, that's where you win, the interior. That's why I've always been in the trenches. I'm a little dude, but I'm still all about them trenches, because when I coached, that's where I built my team. That's how you win. You win in the trenches. Offensive line, defensive line. And the Cowboys, yeah, we knew the Cowboys' offense was going to be good because you built that offensive line. We've been known that, but we've been screaming, get that defensive line together. We can't have one and not have the other. You got to have both. And that's what I've been just screaming. I ain't talking about no other fans. I'm talking about me. I've been asking, and what I've been pissed off about this front office is their lack of accountability when they know they need to get dogs to take it to the next level. You're not winning with Mozzie Smith. You're not winning with Jay To'oa, a rookie. You're not winning, as Solomon Thomas. I like him, but those are your main cogs, and those guys that you had before him that were just regular dudes. You're not winning with those guys. Those guys will be exposed. And now the front office, although they got rid of Micah Parsons. I didn't want to lose Parsons. I love Parsons. Parsons is an animal on the dog. You see, first NFL player, I think, in history to get five straight seasons with 12 and a half sacks. So, yes, Micah Parsons is a dog. But I'm going to give Jerry credit, and the front office credit, is that even though they dropped the ball with that, or whatever they did with that, or the drama that ensued with that, or all just the nonsense that went with it, they freaked it pretty good. You still got 2 first rounders. I don't care if they did it out of desperation, because it seemed like that's what they did it as. Jerry didn't want to lose the fan base. It's almost like when we brought and talked about 2019 when they made that big trade for Amari. They were 3-5 as well, and they made that trade and they went on a win streak. Then they went like 7 in a row until they lost to the Colts, who was coached by Eberflus. Didn't it happen? It seemed like the same thing. They made a big time trade at the deadline. You got a real dog. Dallas ain't had that. Dallas ain't had a Quentin Williams in forever when it really cares and goes hard. So you made a move. You still kept first round picks for the next year. You got a real legit defensive lineman. You also freaked it with Kenny Clark when you flipped Micah for the 2 first rounders. Get over here, Sebastian. You flipped him for the 2 first rounders and still got a dog in Kenny Clark, and then you added him with the animal in Quentin Williams, and then now it makes Osa, who was putting on maybe a little too much. Now you got them guys, and it takes away from him. He's even a better player. You get back Overshown, who's been good so far without injury. Revel is a dog. You feel me? You got legitimate pieces on both sides of the ball, but it all starts in the trenches. So as much as I hated that Micah shit, Jerry and them did freak a Quentin Williams, a Kenny Clark, 2 first round picks, and it's changed your whole team. And then you did really the steal of the year when you picked up George Pickens for a 3rd and a 5th. Get over here. 1,100 yards. Hold on. Hey, get over here. Come on. George Pickens, 1,100. But I already knew he was going to do that. That's why I said you should have offered him a contract, because drama's coming with that. But we'll talk about that later. But at the end of the day, I won't hold y'all to this, but what I will say, because it is cold out here, and Sebastian, you done already pooped and everything, didn't you? The thing I'm going to say is this. All I ask this front office to be responsible. Get dogs, because when you get dogs, you see the difference. You got real guys up front on the offense and the defense. It makes a difference. Could it be too little, too late? Could be. But I've been talking about on my shows, Producer G, myself, I seen them Giants go on runs. I seen when them Steelers went on runs, but specifically them Giants been dead in the waters with Tom Coughlin. It was disarray. But this team has stayed together, especially with the Marshawn Kneeland tragedy. The team has been played even inspired football, and I said that would inspire. And then you got a coach who's keeping them together. They're playing out of their mind. And the biggest thing is you finally got the real talent, and now you see what's really happening. And second, we all been asking, front office, get real talent and you'll see what happens. They got real talent. Now you see what's happened. And we also been saying, okay, now they got real talent. Team, show real heart. Don't falter and choke like y'all always do, or always drop the ball in the biggest moments, whether it's Dak, whether it's CD, whether it's anybody. Do it when it counts the most. Beat good teams. We know you can beat the sorry teams. Beat the real teams. I don't care about fake teams. I want real teams. And this was the year they had already talked about what this was going to be, the gauntlet. The gauntlet this year. This was going to define Dallas. And I remember in 2014 when it all came together, because this is what it feels like as well. 2014 season, you had Romo, you had Murray, you had Dez, all setting records. The defense was okay. But what were they saying? Remember that Seattle game when they went to Seattle and everybody was like, Dallas ain't going to win that. Dallas won. You feel me? And Dallas, they was like, nah, but Dallas going to have the December swoon. Dallas is going to have the December swoon. And Dallas didn't have it that year. Everything came together. Now, I don't know if Dallas is going to, they can make a run, but there's a lot of things can happen. But when you're playing really good football, when you're playing real football, physical football, the things that we've been talking about, Dallas needs to be a physical team, they finally are. That's crazy, right? And then we said, stop choking, show heart. They have. Coming down 21-0, and then you come back against the Chiefs team. Both teams were in the Super Bowl last year, and that's real, dog. I mean, everything we've been screaming for the front office to do, to get the right players, the team show heart, get the right coach who, I don't think McCarthy was a bad coach, but this coach is different. Get over here, Sebastian. Come on. Come on. You got the right coach in Schottenheimer, because Shotty gang, Lieber gang, he loves that team. And I think that's the difference. So I think me and Boss Cowboys are going to do a show. You want a shot? I think me and Boss Cowboys is doing a show today. My dog picked me up and said, bro, we got to do a show. So I think we're doing a show today. So make sure you tune into that. That's going to be fire. Like I said, um, what can you say? I can't say anything. I'm definitely not drinking Kool-Aid, but I respect what these Cowboys are doing. You feel me? I respect what they are doing. Like I said, all I asked was the front office to be responsible and get real players. They did. Quentin Williams, George Pickens, those are real players. That changes things in my mind. You feel me? Do I still think they could go to a Super Bowl, whatever? Man, I'm going to have to still stand on it because I don't believe Jerry can go after winning all them championships and come back and do it again. But I ain't Nostradamus either. So, I don't know, man. I'm going to just say I appreciate the front office doing that, getting real players. Because now you actually see what's really happening. You get real players all the way around, you're going to win games and things naturally happen for you. Now teams might lose. Now teams who you thought we saw Philly falter 2 years ago, you never know. Because when you're playing good football, you're playing inspired football, you're playing football the right way from the coaching to the players. Everybody's playing football the right way. The football gods and naturally good things happen for you. And I think that's what's happened for the Dallas Cowboys right now. I said they're going to smash the Lions, and I'm going to stand on that one. I think they're going to smash the Lions, and then we'll see what happens with the rest of the year. If they make it, they make it. They don't, they don't. We'll see what happens in 2026. But the main thing that I like is you got real football players. You got real dogs in them trenches. You got real players on that outside. You got players that really help Dak Prescott. And you see when you get players like that that can help your quarterback, you see how much he's been balling. But when you get them dogs, you see what's happening. So, I don't know. I ain't got nothing else to say after that. Check out them Big Game James show. Me and producer G every Wednesday. I think me and Boss Cowboys are going on tonight. But about to smoke one for another victory today. Big Game James, we in these streets. I'm out.